Yo, what is up, everybody? We are going to be covering another anime review. This time, it's going to be Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Like with my Jujutsu Kaisen review, this is take two. Man, I, what's that thing where it's like somebody's horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day? And that's what. Anytime I try to bulk record, that's just how it goes. Anyway, um, Demon Slayer is another anime that's been getting a lot of hype over the last couple years, last year and some change. There's been talk about whether or not it deserves to be part of the new big three. Um, saying that like it got some of the best animation of all time, best soundtrack of all time, stuff like that. And upon seeing it, I see why that conversation is being had. But this is going to be controversial, but I don't personally find Demon Slayer to be that impressive. It's good. It's really good. It's really interesting. It's cool, but it doesn't blow me away. Um, Now I find the setting, the world that the show takes place in, to be very interesting. I love the whole thing, the whole concept of demons and humans and their relationship. I'm curious as to see if there are going to be any more rules introduced about what demons can or can't do. Um, we'll get to what I want to say about Muzan eventually, but as of right now, there's a lot of mystery, a lot of concerns, and I like that. I like that things are being, slowly rolled out. What I don't like is Tanjiro. Sorry. And I don't dislike him as a character. I don't think he's a bad protagonist or anything like that. I just don't find him all too terribly interesting on his own. He's at his best when he's bantering with somebody or bouncing off of somebody else or learning from somebody, having a heart to heart with somebody. And for close to half of the season, you just don't have that. His companion, his sister, can't talk. She's muzzled. Um, which does she have to stay muzzled? Is that part of the hypnosis spell? Anyway, the training arc at the beginning with Orokodaki-san is cool. Uh, I love a good training arc. It's probably my favorite type of arc, other than like a good tournament arc, as far as shonen is concerned. And I like the final exam arc, the what's it called, final selection. I thought all that stuff was really good. I like him getting his sword, and it changes to black, and it's like, oh, we don't know much about black sword wielders, but we do know they live pretty short lives, and it's like, oh, interesting. And with that as well, the premise, or like Tanjiro's personal journey, lends to not being a terribly long, overly drawn out story, and I totally rock that. His motivations, or rather his goal, isn't something as vague as like, oh, I want to find the One Piece and be king of the pirates, or oh, I want to be Hokage someday, or oh, I want to be the strongest guy in the universe and keep fighting stronger people somehow and keep improving, or anything like that. It's just I want to get the motherfucker who got my family, and I want to turn my sister back to normal. I totally rock with that. That's totally fine, and he's already on track to do both of those things. He has encountered Muzan already, and he has met with somebody who might be his best chance at turning Nezuko human again. I totally rock with that. I love the pacing here. Um, I think that it's doing a really good job of rolling out events and plot points at a good pace. I really enjoy watching things unfold. However, we have to watch things unfold for a while with a character that I don't care for very much. And like I said about Jujutsu Kaisen, a show is only as good as its supporting cast, and unfortunately, the supporting cast isn't that great either. I like Zenitsu in theory. I like his abilities. I think lightning powers are super cool. I love Black Lightning. I love Raiden. I love Raiden for Mortal Kombat. I love Kakashi and Sasuke. I myself have created my first ever fictional character that I came up with had lightning powers, and I wrote stories about that character up until a few months ago. I'm finally free of it though. But yeah, I think his abilities are really cool, but he's kind of worthless in a practical sense. He's not exactly the kind of guy that you depend on in battle. and neither is Inosuke. I like Inosuke. He's my favorite character in the show. I really like how he's motivated by wanting to prove himself against Tanjiro because I'm guessing up to the point where he and Tanjiro fought, he had never encountered somebody who displayed the same type of like drive or the same type of like physical strength, and he wants to outdo Tanjiro. I think he also wants to do Tanjiro. You know what I'm saying? I think he might be gay for Tanjiro, which is totally fine. I would like to see that become a romance, or even just a one-sided attraction. Doesn't matter to me. I like it. I wasn't really expecting to see a girl face on Inosuke. He's a very delicate boy. Wasn't prepared for that, but I mean, it's totally fine. But going back to Zenitsu, his personality is I like girls and I'm a coward. He's only useful in battle if he passes out. You know what I mean? Like, if Tanjiro ever figures that out, all he has to do is bring a spooky goblin mask, scare him till he faints, and then he'll actually become useful. And, the conversation is like, oh, Zenitsu more powerful than Tanjiro. And it's like, yeah, when he gets activated, and he only has one move, and he still damn near got turned into a spider. So all the good it does, it's just I don't really care much for Zenitsu. He's definitely not great in a battle scenario. Inosuke's not great either, but at least he'll be douche at the entire fight. But Tanjiro, as a character, is at his best when he's bouncing off of these two. These three characters form a very good and interesting dynamic together. Isolated on their own, can't really stand them that much. But bring them all together, and you know that it's the best of both worlds. Anyway, also as an addendum to everything that I said previously, I don't even know where I'm going to stitch this into the video, but I would like to say that I really do like Tanjiro as a character in the sense that he's not a Demon Slayer for the same reason that other people are Demon Slayers. He doesn't have loyalty to the Demon Slayer core in that way, and beyond that, he's a very sensitive character, and he feels for the people whose lives he's taking. He's freeing people from this damn near eternal torment that they suffer as demons, and he's a pathetic character, and he can feel for these people that he's killing, and that really goes to make him a more interesting character. But again, that is just another example of him having to interact with somebody else in order to really shine as a character. And I mean, take that whatever way you will, but I do really like that about Tanjiro's character. And let's get on with the rest of the video. I like the backstory that we get on Zenitsu. We don't really get a whole lot on Inosuke, so I'm hoping that at some point that gets fleshed out. But I like that the world itself expands at a certain point. The arc that takes place in the forest, I really enjoy for two main reasons. One, it shows just how much progress Tanjiro still has to make if he plans on defeating Muzan, because we don't know how strong Muzan is. Not really, because all we've really seen him do is kill lower level demons, but we do know that he is strong enough to command the 12 Kizuki. And somebody who was in the lower ranks of the 12 Kizuki damn near killed everybody on that mountain. Tanjiro stood no chance against him. He needed help from a Hashira. And Tanjiro did eventually do something cool. He used fire breathing and it damn near killed him. And he did cut off his head, but it didn't work. He broke his sword fighting him. So I really like moments like that narratively. Not necessarily because it has to humble the main protagonist, but it serves, like I said, as a reminder of how far that character still needs to come in order to be able to achieve their ultimate goal. In this case, Tanjiro wants to avenge his family. I totally rock with that motivation, and I like this reminder of where he stands relative to everybody else. Now, the following arc, where he's recovering and he's training and he masters constant total concentration breathing or something like that. I really like that arc. I like the heart to heart he has with Shinobu. Like I said, Tanjiro works best as a character when he is talking to somebody else. And again, it's another training arc. I love training arcs. I liked watching Inosuke and Zenitsu get motivated to actually start pushing themselves after seeing what Tanjiro could do because they gave up. You know, they didn't want to be embarrassed by the training anymore. And Tanjiro was like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep improving so that I can actually help my sister. You know. And then there's the Hashira themselves. They're all pretty damn cool. I look forward to seeing more of Rengoku in the movie that's coming up soon, which I will definitely be reviewing as well. Um, and it's also cool that like the movie is covering an arc in the manga to help speed things along because looking here at the list of how many arcs there are after the movie, there's one, two, three, four. So maybe finish it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be season 2, and then they'll finish it with another movie. That's what I kind of see happening. But I like that the show isn't gonna be dragged out for 30 years like One Piece, or get a bunch of like revivals after it's over, like Dragon Ball, or a fucking sequel legacy show, or so anything like that. I like that we have a story that has a very clear end goal, making progress towards it. The animation is very good, very stellar, second to almost none, except for when they use CGI. It's very jarring and noticeable, but it doesn't really break my immersion that much. But it's hard to unsee it once I do see it. Uh, the score, the soundtrack, sound effects, all super good, except for that teeth grinding thing. If you saw that episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I hated that. I was watching that on surround sound. That was horrible. But after that, what everything's great. I really like Demon Slayer, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not blown away by it. If I was gonna give the show a rating on a number scale, I'd say it's like a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10. Like I said, good, nothing mind blowing, nothing revolutionary if you ask me, but I do rock with it. Um Demon Slayer though, have you seen it? What do you think about it? Whatever it is, whatever you think about it, what it is, comedians always remember to start me going, click some on the screen, I'll take it to another video of mine. And are you gonna be seeing Mugen Train? I know it's been a very this movie, but if you do plan to see it, let me know. Um if you live in Japan and you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it. What else is there? Buy my shirts, subscribe if you're new, share this video with a friend, and I'll see you very soon.